What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to a brand new episode of Down South Up North. Hope you guys are having a good Wednesday. Got an awesome show for y'all today. Got the athletic alert and obviously our favorite segment on the show, the gaming exchange. Matt, how are we doing?
Great. Probably going to be the same video game talk, but there's a lot to dive into. Trade deadline for baseball just expired yesterday evening, so anxious to get into the show.
Yes, sir. Trade deadline did end yesterday at around 6 o'clock in Gaming Exchange. I mean, I feel like it's automatic at this point. Y'all know what we're going to talk about, but let's get straight into the athletic alert. Matt, we were waiting for this day for some time for both of our teams. The trade deadline is officially over. The Mets, man, the Mets didn't really do much. What'd they get? Right-handed pitcher from Oakland.
Yeah, so the Mets needed to get they needed to take care of three things, Kyle. The bullpen, but most importantly, the bullpen. So they went out. They did exactly what they needed to do. And I said this 2 months ago that they were selling everybody, and they actually kept everybody. I know Pete Alonso was a big question mark name. Is he going to get traded? What's going to happen? But after even he said himself how he's confident in this team, I'm very pleased that everybody stayed together as a unit. But yeah, in terms of acquisitions, I got Huascar Brazzabin from the Marlins. Wasn't the Marlin I was hoping for, right? Yeah. I said last week that I wanted them to get Jazz Chisholm. I was very disappointed when I got the alert that he went to the New York Yankees. But it's nice that the New York Yankees are listening to Down South Up North because that is the only way they acquired him. But Tyler Zubin as well. And then yesterday, afternoon-ish, before the deadline expired, they got Paul Blackburn from the A's 2022 All-Star. They checked the boxes that they needed to check because, bullpen it seems to be everybody's problem in the MLB. I know you can attest to that as a Braves fan, but I think the biggest victory for the Mets is just not losing anybody, not losing any big pieces. Hell, they just scored 15 runs the other night against the Minnesota Twins, so obviously the offensive side of things are working out very, very well in New York. And keeping all the pieces together, the bats are hot, Kyle. The bats are hot in Queens. So biggest W for the Mets, in my opinion, is keeping the team together. However, it is nice to get some talent at the mound, and I think they're really gonna make a push. Although I do think, now look, if you're a Mets pitcher, they just don't know how to walk in a straight line off the mound. You just saw Senga made his debut this past weekend, if I'm not mistaken, and he's throws a pitch, fly up, ball flies up, it's an out. Senga's looking at Pete Alonso as he's walking off the mound, and then he just I don't even know what the fuck happened. He just stumbled over his own 2 feet, and now he's out for the year. It's like Edwin Diaz last year at the World Baseball Classic. So these Mets pitchers, man, they need to look down when they walk off the mound at least, because it is ridiculous. Senga is good. He gave up 2 hits through 6 innings. He's a ridiculous talent, but if you can't stay healthy, it's not even worth it. We said last week, the best ability is availability. So I think that made the Mets more aggressive to go after these pitchers at the trade deadline. But overall, I'd give them a B+ for what they did.
I agree. Y'all or the Mets needed some bullpen help, and they went and got a few pieces. And for a while, dude, it was looking like the polar bear. Big Pete was going to be leaving.
I was scared.
He was going to be leaving the Mets around this time, but y'all, they figured it out, dude. So he's staying. Like you said, the bats are hot. Just needed some bullpen help. And Senga, he was dealing against the Braves, dude. And it sucks seeing a good pitcher like that go down because he hasn't, what is this, his second season? Not even?
Yep.
So it sucks to see. But the Braves, man, we needed all sorts of help. We needed literally everything. So our GM, Alex, whatever his last name is, I don't want to butcher it. He's just sitting there and he's like, well, I don't know what to do. You know what? I'm just going to hit reliable. I'm just going to pick up players from our World Series run in 2021 and see if it works. They go out, they get Jorge Soler, which I like. I loved Jorge Soler. Huge power, donkey power, needed some help offensively. But this is where I don't understand the pickup. We trade big nutsack Tyler Matzik for Luke Jackson. If probably one of my favorite memories as a Braves fan, Luke Jackson comes in. It's like game 4 or game 5 of the NLCS, huge game. He is just dog shit. Luke Jackson just being himself. Gets runners on base, first and second, no outs. Big Tyler comes in, shuts down Albert Pujols, shuts down another guy, I forgot his name, and then he just obliterates Mookie Betts with 101 right at the chin. Mookie can't even keep up, sits him down 1-2-3, gets out of the inning. So it doesn't make sense to me. But Tyler has been dealing with some injuries this season, so I do get that. But we're missing one big piece. That's Jock Peterson. We need his pearls. We need everything that Jock brung to the team in 2021. But hey, I don't hate it. Yeah, dude, this team just needs so much help still. I mean, the deadline is over, so they can't do much anymore. But bro, they just do something, dude, because I'm tired of every day I'm looking at the lineup and I see Nacho Alvarez at third base. I see Zach Scott, wherever the fuck his name is, in right field, even though he just got called down. I'm just tired of seeing these nobodies in the lineup because it is very frustrating. And then they go against Milwaukee and they just get dog walked for 9 innings. So,
Well,
I know it's frustrating.
They had a tough stretch of games for the Braves, and like you said, there's a lot of holes in that roster right now. And I will actually like to tell you, since you're a Braves fan, it's not going to get better, dude. Strider's probably done for the whole year.
Oh no, I knew that a long time ago.
Yeah, you know he's out. Acuna's not coming back, and is Ozzy ever gonna stay healthy for more than a couple weeks?
That's a very good question, dude. It's just I love Ozzy, and when he's healthy, he's very good, dude. He's a switch hitter. Like, I mean, I don't know why he's a switch hitter. He's much better right-handed than he is left-handed, but I guess it's just cool to be a switch hitter nowadays. I don't even know, but I've been saying, dude, for the longest time, it's always something. He slides into second base. He hurts his thumb, or he hurts his pinky, or he
Twist
takes
an ankle.
twist an ankle on a ground ball, or he goes to field another ground ball and it hits his hand again, or literally something always happens with Ozzy, and it sucks, but I mean, it's just the injury bug, dude. It happens, and Max Fried is out as well with some forearm issues and inflammation, but I mean, it is what it is, dude. And like you said, it's not going to get better. Strider out for the year, Acuna out for the year. Just make the playoffs, dude. I've said it for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks. This sucks. Don't get me wrong. It hurts looking at the lineup every day and seeing Nacho Alvarez at third base. It sucks. It hurts me to see that every day. But I don't know why Nacho's catching a stray right now. But it's just, dude, win 80 to 90 games. You don't even have to win the division. 7 straight would be super sick. But just make the playoffs, and then we'll go from there.
I mean, let me ask you this. 2 months of baseball left. Where do you see the Braves finishing in this very tight National League race?
Well, we're at 56, 57 wins right now. The Mets, we're right there next to each other. I say we finish like low to mid 80s, maybe, yeah, mid 80s, early 80s, maybe late 70s. like 79 to 82 wins, maybe. The peak, I want to see like 86 or 87 wins. That's the peak.
Okay.
Because I think we ended around 88 our World Series year, and we just snuck into the playoffs. But yeah,
So
that's
30
what I would
more
like.
games. So you're gonna have to win about 15 games in August and 15 games in September.
Just stay.
Best case. For best case.
If they could be above 500 in August and September, I think we'll be fine. I think the Braves will be fine. But again, like you said, dude, injury bug. Ozzy's out for 8 weeks. He's not coming back for probably till the end of the season. So I don't know, dude. It's very tough to be an Atlanta sports fan right now.
Yeah.
Like the Falcons are catching a stray too, because Amari St. Brown went on a podcast and he said that Atlanta Braves, or not Braves, Falcons have the worst fans in the NFL. So it's not a good time to be.
Hey, it's
Atlanta
better
sports
than
fan.
what Devontae Adams said, though. Devontae Adams said that the Commanders, he said, they are the most like don't want to mess up his quote, but he said something along the lines of like they're the most miserable fans in the NFL. Their stadium sucks, and that city is a dumpster, dumpster fire over there. So
I mean, I
everybody's-
don't disagree with them, dude. That
Oh, neither do I. But
I know. I mean, you have a story about their stadium, and we
yeah,
could go on and
over
on
a
about
decade
that,
ago.
but-
So I don't know.
yeah. But moving forward, let's get straight into the gaming exchange. I mean, you guys know what we're going to talk about today. College football 25. Dude, I saw something today. Guess how much money they have made off this game so far? It's been up for about 2.5 weeks. Guess how much money they have made off this game?
Got to be well into the millions.
It is in the millions. Yeah, that's for sure.
I'm gonna say $60 million.
$500 million.
Oh wow, okay. That's very off.
Yeah,
Wow, okay.
they're releasing. Dude, they got some really cool programs this year in Ultimate Team, Ultimate Alumni. In case you missed it, like kind of like Team of the Week almost, but it's like SOTW. I don't know what it stands for, but
SOT. You know what that stands for?
SOT.
Yeah, is that what you said?
Yeah, SOTW.
Oh, W. Okay.
Something of the week. I can't think right now, but yeah, dude, they're just popping out content left and right. Like they're releasing limiteds like crazy, and all the tote nasties, all the cash nasties.
Hey, even TD Presence is coming back making.
Oh
content.
yes,
Yeah,
he released
you see
a
that?
video.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's got to be ripping packs like those YouTubers, dude. I'm a big Xerxes, my guy on Twitter. Like when he kind of. He's like the Keemstar for the college football community right now, in a good way. In a good way.
Encyclopedia.
Yeah, he releases everything. He keeps everyone up to date. If there's any glitches, broken plays, stuff like that, content. So, now they're putting out the content. But what I want to talk about today is, even though this game's awesome, they are missing a few things that can make this game jump up a whole nother level. Number one, play a friend in Ultimate Team. Everyone loves when you get a new player on your team. They released Lamar Jackson, Louisville, 86 overall. There's nothing better than pulling a Lamar Jackson or purchasing him on the auction house, and you want to go just murk your boy's defense with the new Lamar. Like, there's no better feeling than that. But they don't have it in the game, so they need to add player friend in Ultimate Team. They need to add 2v2, 3v3, and regular like expedition games. They need to add that. Like play now. That's what I'm looking for. They need to add 2v2, 3v3 and play nows. Play against your friends in 2v2, 3v3 and play nows. And a thing that I want to see, it would be difficult, but all-time teams, how sick would it be if you're a huge Auburn fan and you're like, dude, imagine Cam Newton and Trey Mason in your backfield. That's nasty. Oregon, you have maybe a Justin Herbert or Marcus Mariota, DeAnthony Thomas in your backfield, or like Garrett Blunt. Bro, that
What about LSU?
LSU bro, it'll just be their 2019 team. Maybe throw Odell in there,
I'm about to say,
maybe
yeah,
just
yeah.
it's engaged. But
The Honey Badger
the Honey Badger, dude,
on
that defense would
defense.
be so
Yeah,
bad.
yep.
Honey Badger. Who else did they have out there that was really good? I'm forgetting one.
Patrick Peterson,
Yes, Patrick Peterson. They
right?
had a big safety, Landry, I think, or maybe that's the wide receiver. Um, I don't know. Maybe I'm just. I gotta
Jarvis
look this
Landry.
up. No, that's the
I mean, he played. Yeah.
Lon. This is just.
No, I mean they would be disgusting either way.
Yeah, no, they would be nasty, but yeah, just all time teams. Georgia. You're like, yo, I wanted, bro. You have Todd Gurley, Nick Chubb, Sony Michelle, Herschel Walker. Like, that's insane. And
See,
your number one, you're throwing to who? Hines Ward, Muhammad Massaquoi, Brock Bowers.
dude, here's the biggest question though. If you're running the team in Columbus, Ohio, the Ohio State Buckeyes, who is coming off the bench at receiver? All right, you got Terry McLaurin, you got Chris Olave, you got Garrett Wilson, you got Marvin Harrison Jr.,
Michael Thomas.
you got Michael Thomas. Like, who the hell is coming off the bench, dude?
That is actually crazy.
Or are you just running five wide?
Oh, I'm right. If I pick,
If you're running five wide, shotgun, five down linemen, everybody with a go route.
Yeah, and it's just, bro, you even gotta look at your screen, bro. You just press X, Y, B, or A, and just lob it down the sideline, and you're in the crib for 6. But the one problem with that is license, getting the player's license. Huge news. We talked about it probably a few months ago. Barry Sanders is no longer going to be a part of Madden. I mean, who's on Oklahoma State? Like, let's be honest. I mean, maybe I'm just a casual. I mean, people on TikTok and YouTube Shorts are calling me a casual every day, so maybe I am a casual. But who's on Oklahoma State all time besides Barry Sanders and maybe a few other players?
Throw up the X, Des Bryant.
Dez. I know Justin Blackman. Again, we could probably name a few players off the top of the dome, but that would just be sick, dude. Auburn. I didn't even mention Bo Jackson, Cam Newton, and Bo Jackson. Imagine that, dude. That would be so crazy. So, they got some work to do, but hopefully we see something like that in the future. That would just be so sick. Because me and my boys were like, dude, like we want to run a 2v2, a 3v3 and play now, and just run up the scoreboard against each other. Like, Ultimate Team is fun, don't get me wrong, but you have to grind to get a good team. You have to do all the solo challenges and do all the sets and spend a little bit of money to get a good team.
Be nice, man. Oklahoma State, you got Barry Sanders, you got Des Bryant, and you got Mason Rudolph throwing the rock back there, dude.
Wow. Mason Rudolph.
Hey, or Brandon Whedon. Either one. You choose your destiny.
That's crazy.
Oh, but I think, look, for Play a Friend, I want to go back on that for a second because, so, you know, when I actually liked to play Madden all those years ago, I would play randoms all the time. And I remember a couple of times I would match up and, like, this was before, you know, parties, Xbox stuff was huge. So, you know, I'd be talking to my opponent. You know, I'm gonna trash talk you. Like, if I'm kicking your ass, I'm kicking your ass. I'm gonna let you know. But I remember I came across one guy, and we played the game, and it went down to the wire. Like, it was a really good game. He was like, "Hey, bro, send me a invitation. Let's play a card game." And I'm like, "What the hell is a card game?" This is very late into the year. And, you know, this is probably like May or June. And so I sent him a request. We set everything up, and we hop into a game, a player friend game, which is not possible in this new game.
Yeah.
Played him. I think he beat me, but then we ran it back like for double or nothing, and I kept my player. But like the point of a card game is like you play with your ultimate team, and the winner gets to choose a player off the loser's team. And I remember after playing this guy, like I had the thought in my head. I started playing all my boys for a card game. I remember I pulled a 99 overall Bruce Irvin. And I remember I played a card game like 2 days later against one of my boys.
You lost the
and
card.
I freaking lost the card, dude. My first and only 99 overall pull. Now, yes, was it in July? Like, yeah. Like, it was very late into the year. But it was still a 99 overall pull, and I lost him like that. But, like, having that aspect of other players online being able to, like, friend each other and play, you know, with the opportunity of card games, you know, to have a little bit of fun, you know, get a better team possibly, or, you know, just, you know, meet new people, I think it's essential for games like this to have. And the fact that this game doesn't is pretty disappointing, not gonna lie.
I agree, dude. It is disappointing. Like, it's funny you mentioned point of 99 overall. They released a limited Christian McCaffrey Stanford 87 to 88 speed, one of the fastest cards in the game. Besides your boy Judkins from Ohio State, I think he is the fastest card in the game, but Christian McCaffrey's right behind him. I got a free pack in like the field pass. Field pass, you just do challenges, you work your way up. You get like this rare season 1 pack, and it's just like it boosts your odds at pulling something good. And I did the classic. I did the first card. I went to the back of the pack. I did the second card, and I just had the card in the middle. And you could tell by the animation if it's like a good card. If it's a normal card, it'll like spin. A bunch of like different rarities will pop up, like green, blue, purple, legendary, and then it'll spin. But if it's like a really good card, it'll do this whole like animation thing. It said season 1 college football on it, and then the card will come out. And it did that cool animation, and I was like, oh, it's a big card. I was like, oh, shit, it's a big card. Like, let's fucking go. I pulled the 87 limited Christian McCaffrey.
Wow.
And I was like, dude, yeah.
Probably jumping up and down.
Yeah, I was low-key hyped up because, yeah, he just came out like that day or like a day later. But I couldn't sell him because it was a B&D pack.
Oh, it was non-auctionable player, yeah.
But still, dude, I threw like 7 AP on that card, and he is feasting right now
filthy,
for my team. Yeah, so, I don't know, dude. The game's still very fun. Just food for thought for the guys up at EA in Orlando, Florida, their headquarters. Maybe if you guys are watching this, take our ideas and put them in the game. But, guys, that's going to do it for today's episode. Matt, just tackled 2 things today, dude. MLB deadline. Just talked about our favorite game in the whole world, college football. How are we feeling, dude?
That's good. Maybe if the New York Yankees are listening like they did last episode, maybe EA implements our idea. But it'd be nice to get some credit for once if they actually do tap in. So I'm feeling good though. A lot to dive into. My Mets, hopefully these are the missing puzzle pieces that they need. I'm very excited. They're going up like this, and your Braves are going down. So.
Yeah, no, I'm praying Braves could get something going in the next coming weeks. But guys, if you enjoyed today's episode, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, check out our social medias down in the description. Hope you guys had a good Wednesday. We'll see you Friday. Peace.